I'm hoping that the Indians wouldn't be. I hope that the Pakistanis wouldn't be, or the Israelis, or anybody else. But there is one fly in the ointment, and that is North Korea. And everybody's worried as to where North Korea lies in this, because no matter what happens, if they drop a bomb on one country, that country will retaliate.
Let's hear from you, Kate Ellis.
Well, I mean, I hope Barnaby's right. I hope that Donald Trump has a moderate, sensible side that he's been hiding really, really well. And I think we just have to hope and pray that that is the case, or that he has some incredibly influential advisors around him, because these are incredibly scary prospects, and it shows you that this all really matters. You know, I think a lot of people got sick of all the analysis about the US election and was like, elections come and elections go, what does it matter, we'll all move on. Well, let's hope so.
Helen Andrews, our time is very tight, but I guess this takes us to the fact that none of us, no one really knows, not even probably Donald Trump, what a Donald Trump presidency is really going to be like. We are in brand new territory here, aren't we?
Well, that's the way it always is with pragmatists rather than ideologues. They come in willing to accept facts rather than fitting them to their preconceptions. But like the questioner, I'm afraid of nuclear war. In fact, I'm afraid of all war, which is why I supported Donald Trump as the only candidate of the two major party ones that I thought wouldn't needlessly antagonize Russia, that I thought wouldn't engage in ill-advised adventures.
No, he seems to be rather close to Russia.
That's not needless antagonism. That's quite the opposite.
Okay.
So I think the chances that the U.S. will be engaged in more military action in the next 4 years just went down dramatically.
Joe Siracusa.
I've written a couple of books on this. This is a perfect question.
You've only got a very short period of time, my friend.
Believe it or not, while he's dead wrong about encouraging nuclear non-proliferation, or proliferation, scholars have actually argued, does the spread of nuclear weapons make the world safer or more dangerous? There have been serious arguments, and some argue that the more nuclear weapons they are, the less they'll be used, because they can counter the other guy, your neighbor. So in that sense, and about NATO, there might be a problem with the Soviet Union, or former Soviet Union, Russia, in Ukraine. And Trump's one of these guys who's latched on to a big, serious scholarly debate about whether the expansion of NATO was needlessly antagonistic. And so, in a way, through his ignorance, he stumbled onto some big issues that scholars debate all the time. And I don't think he would reach for a nuclear weapon the way Richard Nixon wouldn't have reached, because he'd have to get past the Joint Chiefs of Staff. I think the president would suffer a temporary stroke if he went for the nuclear codes without the Joint Chiefs of Staff approval.
Joe, thank you. That's all we have time for tonight. Please welcome, thank our lovely panel, won't you? Jennifer Hunt, Barnaby Joyce, Kate Ellis, Helen Andrews, and Joe Siracusa. Thanks, everyone. And Barnaby Joyce and I are going to go and have a beer.
Hey, I wish I would have said that the guy needed an IQ test. I'll take credit for that.
I'll leave that to you. Next week, Tony Jones is back for our final Q&A of the year with Liberal Senator for Tasmania and Tony Abbott loyalist Eric Abetz, Queensland Labor MP Terry Butler, playwright and actor in the ABC's black comedy series Nakia Louis, and screenwriter and author Benjamin Law, and the Australian foreign editor Greg Sheridan. And to close the season for the year in great style, the creative team behind the Wharf Review with a musical take on politics in 2016 and the year that was on Q&A. Something to look forward to. We'll all look forward to that as well. I'll see you on News Breakfast on Wednesday morning. Until then, good night.